the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Keep playing. Set, 8, read. 59. Watch the backer. Go. Tighten up.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Mike, check. 59.
Ito Smith, his first carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Bravo. Hey. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. He completes it to Julio Jones. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me, zipper.
2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hard. Bang. Hey, exit. No. I got motion there. Me.
From the gun, Gordon. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Hey, 54 miles. We own it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch me out. 54. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". I got you pumped.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Big Dad, come here. Come. Back.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Raiders.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Mike, 45.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, D!
To throw on second and 6. Jackson. He completes it to Nelson. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons 10. Raiders.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Jim. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, rock it.
Throwing again. Gordon. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 53 to Mike. Go. Nice, sweetheart. Zip it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
First down, Raiders.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the run. They're running it. He's coming. We got double up. Check.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry. Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 89 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's Jackson on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 54. 54.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yes. Watch out. Let's go.
It's a give to Freeman running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike the 59. I want that.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go, D. Let's go. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's put him on the gut, go. Let's put that team on the bus. There we go, 37's the Mike. They can't hang with us.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right. Go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Check 3. Hey, check. Yep. Check 24. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson And this will be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Give me some. Hey, check flag 45. Check flag 45. Army, switch. Watch the safety creep. Go. 52, 36, 33.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Freeman again. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. No gain there on the completion, second and 10. To throw on second down, Gordon. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's third down. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Mike, check, 59.
Ready? Operating from the gun, Gordon. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down now, it's Jordan. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
playing skill.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.